Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Rachel. I'm a massive Eurovision fan. I'm also a musician and I decided to do something slightly different today. So I chose to react to the current UK top 10 in the charts. A bit of context, I'm from the UK and the last time I listened to the charts was about 3 years ago, I'd say, in full. And looking at the list in front of me, I only actually know one of these songs called Butter by BTS, which is a K-pop group, and I've heard about the 15 seconds of Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. The rest of this, I've never heard it in my life, and even with Butter by BTS I've heard it once and I can't even remember how it goes. So I thought I'd give you my opinion here. It's my personal opinion. Firstly, I'm going to try and be impartial, I'm going to try and be unbiased as much as possible, but I will come down hard on a song here if it's rubbish, because this is what people listen to, they buy, this is what people consume in the UK, and it should be a high standard. It should be a high standard because the UK is known for its good taste in music, its bands, its lengthy history of all kinds of different genres of music, and the quality of it. So the charts should be reflective of that. If they're not, that's really disappointing. I'm a massive Eurovision fan and I sometimes believe that a lot of Eurovision songs are better than the charts because they're more experimental. The different languages, the different styles, it's just way better to listen to. So here we go. The first song at number 10 is called Good Without by Webb. I haven't heard of this artist before and I expect it's probably some sort of TikTok trending song, and I'm too old for TikTok, so that's probably why. But let's have a listen and we'll see what happens. Sort of bit cursive-y, isn't it? Okay, chords are very basic so far. It's got a very kind of The Greatest Showman vibe. Very bland. I mean, her voice is okay. I don't like the way she pronounces some of the syllables. Very boring chord progressions, and overall that's quite bland. It's like an unseasoned chicken fillet. Nothing special about that. I don't know why that's in the top 10, but I mean, good on her. Good on her. No offence or anything, but you know, that sounded like it was in D major and there was 4 chords in that, which is a very, very basic progression that I'm just sick and tired of hearing. I'm sick and tired of hearing it. It's so uninspired, but let's keep going. The next song at number 9 in the charts is Confetti by Little Mix, who are an established band, been together for about 10 years now. They won the X Factor in 2011, and it looks like in the thumbnail of the picture here, Jessie is still in the group at this point. So let's see what happens. I mean, hats off to them, they're still together as a band and that's commendable. 10 years in the current climate of the charts, a lot of bands break up, so that's pretty good. And they're all really good singers in my opinion. They're really good singers. But will I like the song? Let's find out. Confetti by Little Mix. Some kind of out of tune synthesizer. Interesting choice. Oh, my pet peeve is when people say meh, may instead of me. May.
Stress up on me, I don't need you stress up on me. Baby, we're done, c'est la vie. No, I don't need you, I don't need you. Shit like confetti, up and down. You're missing me, but I'm finally free. I got what I need, so let it
There's no melody.
like confetti, flashing lights. I ain't gotta worry on my mind. Know what you made, I realize. From the sky, drop like confetti.
See, the beat's alright. The beat's good, but there's not enough of a melody line here. Lackluster. Vocals are great. No, I mean, the beat was okay there. The beat was powerful, very repetitive though. Not enough exploration of melody lines. The melody itself in the chorus was slightly uninspired, but I mean, it's a sort of, it's not a song to kind of dissect and pick apart and look for, you know, amazing nuggets of songwriting and lyricism and composition. It's just, you know, that's something to dance to in a nightclub. So I mean, I can't, you know, take it out of its intended environment. But I mean, I think they've had better songs than that, to be honest. But next at number 8 is another Little Mix song, but it's the Galantis and David Guetta remix. So this is going to be a club song, I'm guessing. Definitely not up my street, but we'll see what happens. This is the Heartbreak Anthem by Little Mix. That's a fake violin. Great. Lovely stuff. Literally, I imagine David Guetta just going on a keyboard. It's like, hire a real violinist at least, you know?
This ain't a heartbreak anthem. I don't care what happened, but I ain't got no time to dwell on it. This ain't a heartbreak anthem. This ain't no heartbreak.
Very Love Island.
Chasing you and me, chasing all of these shadows. This ain't a heartbreak anthem. I don't care.
It's alright. That felt kind of dated actually. It felt like a sort of hit from 2015 time. I know Galantis, didn't they have that song called Peanut Butter Jelly or something like that? Yeah, I feel like club music needs to evolve a little bit more now. This sort of retrospective 1990s throwback type of piano line and pumping beat, it's just, it's been overdone now, and we need to go in a new direction with club music. It's not really left an impression on me. I'd rather have heard the original version to hear their vocals a bit more instead of over-processed editing there. So, I mean, again, hats off to Little Mix. They're still going strong in the charts, but yeah, they've got better songs than that. Next is Butter by BTS. So let's have a look at this. I'm pretty sure this is in English, and I do prefer it when they sing in Korean, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with singing in English. Let's see how this goes. Again, my expectations aren't that high, but I imagine out of all of these, this will probably be my favourite so far.
Smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover.
Yeah, I remember this now.
Trouble breaking into your heart like that.
It's more groovy.
Yeah, owe it all to my mother. Hot like summer, yeah, I'm making you sweat like that. Break it down. Ooh, when I look in the mirror,
yeah, I much prefer this one.
I got the superstar glow, so do the boogie. I like the moon rock with me, baby. Do the boogie line. Side step right left to my beat. I like the moon rock with me. Me why behind us when we say show. Let's go. Side step right left to my beat. Right left to my beat. I like the moon rock with me, baby. We gon' make it bouncy, yeah. Hotter, sweeter, cooler, butter.
Oh, that's so much better than the other songs. It has a groove to it. Yeah, I mean, there could have been more chords in there. I mean, Bruno Mars is the type of artist that takes this sort of early 90s, which is reminiscent of the 70s style, and he uses all those really interesting chords, like 7th chords, 9th chord, chords with like inversions, just stuff like that. And this one, it was more kind of a bit held back, but it had a groove to it, it had a melody. I mean, it takes a lot to get me to move around in my seat to a chart song, so that's good, and I'm really pleased that this is in the charts. This is doing well. Yeah, I'm glad that hasn't left a sour taste in my mouth, because speaking of sour, we are now moving on to Olivia Rodrigo, who has got 3 songs of a top 10, and that is incredible. That's great for her, she's so young as well. We're going to listen to her main hit called Driver's License. I've only heard a little bit of this song, so this is kind of almost from the beginning for me, but let's have a look. This was #1 for a long time, I believe, so high expectations, not gonna lie, but we'll see what happens.
Got my driver's license last week, just like we always talked about, cause you were so excited for me
My
to
vocals
finally
are nice.
drive up to your house, but today I drove through the suburb.
Wow, I mean, already the vocals are very emotive, and it feels like she's emotional when she's singing it as well. It's like she has a connection to these lyrics, so that's quite good. And also the really clever way that they use the sound of a car to lead into the melody of the song. That's quite cool.
Never felt this way for no one. Oh, and I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. I guess you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me. Sidewalks we crossed, I still
This is a bit like Lord, isn't it? Like Homemade Dynamite.
Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street. Yeah, you said forever, now I drive alone past your street.
That's more forward-thinking pop. It feels very different to the sort of contrived pop you get in the charts, and I'm glad that this has done well. I mean, I wouldn't kind of put that on a Spotify playlist, but I can appreciate as a musician this is doing something different. But again, the chords were very basic. I'd like to hear something a bit more experimental from her, but I mean, lyric wise, I think that was the main goal of the song. But the next one is also Olivia Rodrigo, called Deja Vu, so I'm excited to hear this as well. Let's see. More interesting sounds as well, like before.
Car ride to Malibu, strawberry ice cream, 1 spoon for 2 and trading jackets. Do you get deja vu?
More experimental. I like this one better.
Do you call her? Almost say my name, 'cause let's be honest. And now when she's with you, do you get deja vu when she's with you?
Ooh, nice high vocals.
Get deja vu. Do you get deja vu? Strawberry ice cream in Malibu. Don't act like we didn't do all that too. You're trading jackets like we used to do. I know you get deja vu.
Oh, that was very Hayley Williams, wasn't it? That kind of shouty vocal at the end. Yeah, I think that's actually a better song. It felt more experimental. Yeah, I think this is a very interesting character in the charts right now. Yeah, this is really interesting to see. But let's move on. Save Your Tears by The Weeknd, which is currently number 4 in the charts. So let's have a look. The Weeknd, I've heard him before. He's an interesting character, I guess. He brings a new side of pop, but we'll see what happens here. Neo 80s, I guess. It's very bland so far, sorry. Like, I don't understand what's special about this. Didn't like the auto-tune. Can't get through any more of that. That's really quite dull, actually. No, I'm not going to sugarcoat that. He's had better songs than that. But anyway, moving on now. At number 3 is Doja Cat featuring SZA, Kiss Me More. I've heard the names of these artists. I think Doja Cat had a song called Say So or something. So let's see what this is like. Okay, using more jazzy chords. Sounds like Say So, doesn't it? Wow, whatever works. They haven't changed the chords.
Lipstick, lip gloss, hickeys too. We're so young, boy, we ain't got nothing to lose. Oh, it's just principle. Baby, hold me, 'cause I like the way I make you feel. Fantasy will.
Can't get through this. It's just the same chords over and over again. It feels like they've strung out Say So from last year, made a very similar song, and just put it out. Not really a fan, sorry. But I mean, at least they used the 7th chord for once. The first 7th chord I've heard out of all of his songs so far. What? Next, we have at number 2 in the UK charts, Body by Tionne and Russ Millions. Let's see what this is going to be like. Never heard of these guys, so let's see. Oh, okay.
English girl named Fiona. Big bad gal named Abiola. Body yoddy shaped like cola. Back up, bring it to the owner. I'm still up on the road.
Ew.
Still chatting to my bros on the tech. That man, I don't give a F. Where you wanna get smoke cigarette? The left. Still chatting to my bros on the tech. Man, I don't give a F. Where you wanna get smoke cigarette? English girl named Fiona. African girl Adiola. Man, I'm still up on the road to the left. Still chatting to my bros on the tech. That man, I don't give a F. Where you wanna get?
Oh, he shut up, finally. That was disgraceful. What was that? Don't get me wrong, grime has some good songs. I'm not a massive grime fan, but they have some good songs, but that was atrocious. It felt like he had recorded that inside a tin can as well. What was that? Utter crap. Why is that number 2 in the charts? That's a disgrace. Ugh. And finally at number 1, hopefully to redeem what I have just experienced, is Olivia Rodrigo again with Good For You. So let's see how this goes. I'm really excited. That's a real bass guitar.
Good for you, I guess you moved on really easily. You found a new girl and it only took a couple weeks. Remember when you said that you wanted to give me the
Good start.
Good for you,
nice
I guess
harmonies.
that you've been working on yourself. I guess the therapist I found for you should really help. Now you can be a better man for your brand new girl. Well, good for you, you look happy and healthy. Not me, if you ever cared to have
Paramore?
good for you, you're doing great out there without me, baby. Gotta wish that I could do that.
Sounds like Misery Business. Much better, this. Very grungy.
Maybe I'm too emotional, but your apathy's like, ooh, my bedroom, but you're so unaffected, I really don't get it, but I guess good for you.
Oh my goodness me. An actual guitar. An actual guitar. That's so great to see. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was definitely that was a good song. I give that a 7 out of 10. Everything else can get a 6 and below. That number 2 song is a number 2 and it can get a 2 out of 10. Very grungy, very much like Misery Business by Paramore, the chorus. Yeah, okay, not bad. I guess she was the only one really here besides BTS that was actually holding up some decent entries in the charts. Everyone else is just very, very bland and mediocre stuff. But anyway, thank you for watching my video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below as to your thoughts. And yeah, I'll see you soon for more reactions coming soon. Bye.